China earns more than any other country on the planet. In 2023, it became the world's top exporter, surpassing the US and Germany combined, with over $3.4 trillion in exports. Out of the 10 biggest ports in the world, 7 are in China, and the largest industrial zone on Earth isn't in Detroit or the Ruhr region. It's in the Yangtze River Delta. But that's just the tip of the iceberg. Back in the 1980s, China was making cheap toys and bikes. Today, it's building its own space stations, launching high-speed trains faster than Japan's, and becoming a leader in AI. But behind the shiny surface is a growing threat. Birth rates are falling faster than anywhere else in the world. The population is aging, and domestic demand is weak. What happens if, a few decades from now, this giant economy crashes due to one unexpected but deep-rooted issue? Can China keep dominating? Or are we heading for a global crisis triggered by the fall of a new kind of superpower? You probably have dozens of things at home labeled "Made in China," and that's no coincidence. Over the last 40 years, China transformed from a farming country into the world's factory. Since the late 1970s, after Deng Xiaoping's economic reforms, the country opened to foreign investment and became a manufacturing giant. From clothes and steel to iPhones and microchips. Just think about this. In 2023, the US bought almost $500 billion worth of goods from China, while exporting back only a third of that. That's not random. For years, China kept the yuan undervalued, making its products cheaper and pushing hard into global markets. This helped it build up more than $3 trillion in foreign reserves, more than the US and EU. That's the same as the market value of Apple or Microsoft or Nvidia, or enough to give every person on Earth $375. Even the biggest logistics hubs aren't in Rotterdam or Los Angeles anymore. They're in Shanghai and Ningbo. Have you even heard of that city? In 2023, China launched a solar farm the size of Malta, powering millions of homes. In just 1 year of urban construction, it used more cement than the US used during the entire 20th century. Can you even grasp the scale of this? But behind this economic miracle is a demographic disaster. In the last 3 years, China's population dropped by 4 million. The first decline since the famine of the 1960s. Birth rates have fallen below 1.1 children per woman, lower than Japan and South Korea. If this trend continues, by 2100, the population will drop from 1.4 billion to just 700 million. Who's going to run the factories and keep the world's production going? Imagine a world without Chinese-made goods. That would affect everyone, from the US to Germany, from India to Russia. China's economy is now so powerful that any disruption there can shake the entire world. Take a look at China's economic map. In the south, you've got a mega triangle: Hong Kong, Shenzhen, Guangzhou, Macau. It's the heart of tech, trade, and investment. Shenzhen was a fishing village 40 years ago. Now it's Asia's Silicon Valley, home to Huawei, DJI, Tencent, and hundreds of startups. Guangzhou hosts Asia's biggest trade fairs worth billions. Dongguan is the electronics capital of the world. Macau's casinos and tourism bring in more money than Las Vegas. China isn't just a country, it's a global-scale engineering project. Drone swarms fly above its cities. Over 700 million cameras track everything from how you walk to your facial expressions. In schools, kids study 12 to 14 hours a day, preparing for the brutal Gaokao exam, a competition where losers get left behind. Chinese students consistently win gold in global math and physics Olympiads. While the US debates TikTok, China is building a Great Green Wall 4,500 kilometers long to stop desertification and launching giant floating solar farms. Through the Belt and Road Initiative, a web of 140 countries, ports, bridges, and trains. Chinese goods reach Europe in just 10 days, and now China is moving into the premium car market. The Lixiang Li Auto was designed with former BMW engineers who spent decades in Germany. They brought the best of German precision, comfort, and safety, and combined it with Chinese tech, electric motors, autopilot, fully digital dashboards, and seamless smartphone integration. The result? An EV that rivals Tesla and Mercedes in quality, but costs less. China isn't copying anymore. It's building the future. This isn't just growth. It's a machine, fast, precise, and focused on tomorrow. China is like a massive ship that used to sail on cheap labor. Now it's powered by engines of advanced tech, digitalization, investments in science and education, and efficient governance. The country has 47 million students and more than 6 million scientists. Chinese researchers lead in publications in chemistry, materials science, and nanotech. China already has its own space station, the world's largest radio telescope, FAST, and a goal to rival Boeing with its C-919 jet. Chinese factories can make anything, from a button to a satellite, fast, in bulk, and with the right quality. On top of that, Chinese society runs on collectivism and loyalty. It's not just about profit, it's about control, stability, and the future. In the last 50 years, China pulled off the biggest poverty reduction in human history, lifting over 800 million people out of poverty. From a country of bamboo huts, it's become a superpower of megacities and high-speed trains. But maybe, just maybe, we're standing at the peak of this miracle. Ahead lies a new era, with a demographic winter, tech races, and a global fight for influence. China is already getting ready. It's investing hundreds of billions into infrastructure across Asia, Africa, and Latin America. Under the Belt and Road Plan, it's building ports in Pakistan, power plants in Kenya, and highways in Latin America. And it now has more embassies than any other country in the world, because power isn't just about tanks anymore. Yes, the population is shrinking, but the ship is still moving. Now with jet engines, capital exports, digital platforms, diplomacy, and cultural influence, a world where China isn't just a factory, but a global player whose power is measured in infrastructure, logistics, and algorithms. The question isn't whether China will collapse. The real question is, are we ready for what happens if it changes? Gary was right. The channel about personal finance, wealth, and how to level up your life. Hit subscribe so you don't miss videos that don't just inspire you. They help shift your mindset and change your reality.